With a service record spanning well over 40 years, South Africa's first polo research and supply vessel, the SA Agulhas, is now under new stewardship. The icebreaker retired from polo supply missions in 2012 and has since been used by the South African Maritime Safety Authority as a dedicated training ship. But a German company has purchased the vessel for 45 million rand with an agreement to maintain its research and training offering. Take a look.
A memorandum of agreement has been signed aboard the SA Agulhas. Of course, this marks the official handing over of the vessel from the South African Maritime Safety Authority to German company JS Maritime. A short while ago, the Consul General of Germany here in South Africa, Tanya Verheijgt, regaled the crowd with a heartwarming story about the cooperation between South African as well as German maritime authorities. Joining me now, Tanya Verheijgt. A very warm good day to you, ma'am. A heartwarming story you told us just now as we celebrate this official handing over of the SA Agulhas. You've had some experience as Germany with this vessel behind us.
Yes, indeed. Around 22 years ago, amidst of the harsh Antarctican winter, a German vessel, Magdalena Oldendorf, with scientists and crew members obviously on board, got stuck on their way back from a research base to Cape Town, got stuck deep into ice in Antarctica. And there were several attempts to actually break the ice free, and it didn't work. So then the South African government decided to send out the SA Agulhas to help the Magdalena Oldendorf, the German vessel. It only could approach as close as 300 kilometers, but luckily there were two SA Air Forces helicopters on board, which then provided help. First of all, they took food and other supplies to the crew, and then they airlifted the scientists and some of the crew members who didn't stay on board and took them back to Cape Town. And it was only 6 months later that the Magdalena Oldendorf could break its way through the ice and then finally arrived in Cape Town only in December.
So quite a story you're telling us there, and of course today marks the official handing over of this very self-same vessel to a German maritime company. When we spoke to Captain earlier on, he was telling me that of course the training will continue aboard this vessel as it has under the stewardship of SABC, but he's also mentioned the tourism aspect. And I know that Germany is quite a large partner to South African tourism. Explain to us how this fits in with the ongoing relations and from a tourism point of view as well.
Yeah, I think we are celebrating today an excellent German-South African partnership, a public-private partnership, which means that the tourists, and that is unique because it is not possible today, German and other tourists will be able to board the SA Agulhas and then accompany the scientists and learn about the research done aboard, and at the end of the day they will finance this big investment and contribute to not only strengthening our research cooperation but also to the vocational training of South African cadets on board, which was always a very important objective of the SA Agulhas, and we are all very happy that this can be continued.
And then just lastly, we understand that the SA Agulhas will remain here in Cape Town, the maintenance work, etc. will take place here, the refurbishment and so on, and also that she will still fly with the South African flag. I think that is something that our South African authorities are quite proud of.
Yes, that is correct. And that is, again, it's a flagship of German-South African cooperation, not only a literal one, but also a figurative one. And we are happy to continue her second life, to continue watching her second life.
Thank you so much for speaking to me. Of course, the Tanya Verheijgt, the Consul General of Germany, speaking here just alongside the SA Agulhas. Of course, this ship has been in the service of South Africa for over 40 years. In 2012, decommissioned from its polar research and supply duties. Of course, then came under the stewardship of SABC, where it's trained the cadets. And of course, we've received information from both the new owner as well as the German authorities that the training will continue, and plans to increase the number of maritime cadets being trained aboard the SA Agulhas. Of course, this behind me, where all the fanfare has just about ended, bringing a close to the ceremony of handing over this magnificent old dame.